I'm getting ready to start my meal prep, and Colt, it's at that point now where Colt could go down for a nap at any point, and when he naps I want to get my meal prep done, so I'm filling up this with water to start boiling because that's going to take a while for my noodles. And then hopefully by the time this water is boiling, Colt will be ready to go lay down and I can just like really knock out some meal prep. So this is the prep before the meal prep, if you will. So this is my like list for meal prepping today. We're gonna do fish and veggies, so I'm gonna prep all that stuff. I'm not gonna cook that, so that'll save me some time. I think the only thing I'm actually cooking is the stroganoff, and I'm not gonna actually finish it. I'm just gonna do the meat and the noodles, and then I might make my beef broth for that. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna do broths, peppers, and onions. That's all prep, and so is my potato soup. That's all prep work, and these are both crock pot meals, so I'm just going to put them in Ziploc bags and get them ready so later this week I can just dump the bag in the crock pot. I think I'm going to do the same thing with my fish, except that's going to be a sheet pan dinner, so I'll have 4 dinners, and I'm hoping that this will take me like 45 minutes. We'll have to see how fast I can get this done, but this is our list for today. So all I'm going to do is I have half an onion, or a whole onion, a whole green pepper, and then I have my brats right here. And all I'm going to do is open these up, dump them in this bag with the peppers and onions, and then the day I cook these, I'm going to put them in my crock pot, probably on low for like 8 hours with a can of beer, and that's it, and let them kind of boil in there, and that will eat these on buns, probably with like french fries or something, and that's one meal done. And now my water's boiling for the stroganoff. I have this is just a thing of like cube steak. I have half a can of mushrooms, a whole diced onion, and some olive oil in my pan, and I'm just gonna cook these. This is still frozen. I forgot to take it out of my freezer last night, but I'm just gonna cook this until the meat loosens up, and then I think I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna put this in a Tupperware or in a bag with just by itself, so I can cook the roux with the broth and everything in my already cooked meat and stuff like I normally would, and then I'll put my noodles in another bag. So now I'm going to prep my veggies because all of sorry, we got Daddy's leaving to go to the store. Bye. But I'm gonna cut up my potatoes to go with my fish and for my soup. I have some sweet potatoes here I'm going to cut up as well. I'm done with my onions. I did all those. I'm going to cut up cauliflower for my fish as well. Same with my carrots. So I'm going to do all my prep work, and then I'll talk you guys through in the end what I did, what's going with what, and all of those things. So let's go. Scrap bowl for my chickens. When it all just sucks, I'll be your Charlie Brown. You can make me laugh when I want to cry. In a world gone mad, we're on an all-time high, and it wouldn't be the same without you. We have yet so many stupid things to do. You're the only thing I'm holding on to. Anywhere and anything, I'll be there. And until the end, don't need to pretend again and again. Okay, so I just cut up my regular potatoes. I'm using those for 2 meals. That's why I had to cut up so many. And it's loud. It's just what's happening here. Yeah, babe. Ooh. You want some? Here we go. So now I'm gonna cut up my sweet potato, and I rinsed my other potatoes. They're in the colander draining over the sink. I'm gonna cut up probably half this sweet potato and the cauliflower and a bunch of carrots because I need those for 2 meals as well. because I think I'm going to store my fish dish just on the sheet pan I'm going to cook it on. So all I have to do is just throw it in the oven. Well, and I'm going to drizzle olive oil on it, but I'm going to do the cauliflower. Our sweet potato. I don't know if I'm going to do carrots with this. I was going to, but now looking at my pan, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a couple. My kids like carrots, so.
Mommy, I got balls.
You do?
Yeah, I have a ball.
Oh, good.
Oh, look what you can do. I got balls. I made a mess on carpet, Mom.
You want to help her pick it up? You want to put them back in the bin? Got carrots spewing everywhere. I think I'll just do a couple of carrots on here.
And Mama, can you just take us?
Yeah. Now what I'm gonna do
Can I
is
eat next to Papa?
sure. This is my Tupperware or my Ziploc for my soup. So I don't want a ton of carrots in it. Just a couple. So that should be good. That was probably, I don't know, 6 carrots or so. And then I cut up probably about 6 carrots on this side too. The water's boiling for my noodles, so I just have a bag of egg noodles I'm going to dump in, and I'm going to do probably the whole bag. And then that way, if I have leftover noodles, the girls can just eat them for lunch, or the girls love eating just like plain noodles, so they will be eaten. So I'm just going to take, because these regular potatoes, these Yukons, I'm going to use for 2 meals, so I'm just going to take a handful of these regular potatoes.
Mom, give me some of my nose rings.
And I'm going to put quite a bit on this fish dish because I don't think Joe's going to eat any of the other vegetables. I always joke my husband's my pickiest eater. So he'll be able to eat those. And I'm just going to dump the rest of these potatoes in for my potato soup. And I'm also going to add ham chunks to this bag. I'm just adding some ham chunks. You could also add like bacon bits or regular bacon. We do regular bacon, turkey bacon, all the things. All the pork, and it's all really good. It's basically like a loaded potato soup I'm making. It's a family favorite. We haven't had it in a while, so this bag is done. All I'm going to have to do when I throw this in the crock pot is add 6 cups of water, my soup base, and then my seasonings. So I'll do like Lori's pepper, celery salt because I don't have any celery to put in. And then we'll eat this with a lot of cheese or sour cream on it. It's really, really good. So super easy. It's just onion, carrots, potatoes, and then your pork of choice. Or you don't have to do pork if you want to do it like vegetarian or whatever you prefer. But I think all my prep is done. Oh, I just have to pull my fish. All I have left are salmon fillets, and me and Joe will eat the salmon, and the girls will eat fish sticks with theirs. So here's my fish dish. I have 3 salmon fillets, probably 3 Yukon potatoes, a handful of carrots, half a sweet potato, and almost a whole head of cauliflower. And when I cook this, I'm going to put butter on my fish and lemon juice, and then probably like cayenne pepper or Cajun spice and lemon pepper and salt. I'll drizzle olive oil and salt and pepper over my veggies, pop that in the oven until everything's cooked, probably 400 for 20 minutes or so, and that'll be good. This soup here, I'm going to put it on low for 8 hours, and that'll be done by supper time. Same with my brats and stuff. And then the last thing I'm prepping today is my stroganoff. This is a new recipe for me. I've never made it before, but my meat is just about unfrozen. So now we're just cooking. I also added in a splash of Worcestershire, or Worcestershire, however you want to say it. And I'm gonna cook this until, you know, it's cooked, and then I'm gonna let it cool, throw it in a bag, and I think my meal prep will be done. And that took me so far half an hour. My noodles are cooking, they're almost done. So same thing with these, I'll let them cool. The girls want plain noodles for lunch, so I'll just pull a couple of these out. The girls will eat it for lunch, and we'll be good to go. And then meal prep will be done for today already. I wanted to show you guys what I accomplished in literally 35 minutes. I just want to show you guys that meal prep doesn't have to take forever, and it doesn't have to be like a long drawn out process, and it really helps if you have meals that have a lot of the same ingredients. Like all my meals used onion, 2 of my meals used you know, potatoes, and just, you know, trying to find things that all kind of go together. It helps it go so like really fast. So this is my sheet pan dinner for my fish. I kind of walked you guys through this one already, so I won't re-explain it. Same with this one. These are the brats. Super easy crock pot meal. Joe's going to be gone 2 days this week. Like 2 days in a row. He's not going to be here until really late at night, like after the kids are in bed. So I wanted to have like super simple. I just wanted to have a lot of options. So sheet pan dinner, 2 crock pot meals that will have leftovers, so I don't have to worry about lunches for him, things like that. So 2 of the crock pot meals. This is our loaded potato soup, and then this is the stroganoff. So these are my noodles. They just finished, so I'm waiting for them to cool off so I can put them in a Ziploc. And here's the meat. So I just steaming up a little bit, but this is just beef tips or cubed beef steaks, a whole onion, Worcestershire, half a can of mushrooms, what I also put in here, pepper and onion powder, and then I also put a meat tenderizer.
I don't wanna stay here